What up, what up, what up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Crypto Prince, aka C Prince, and on this channel I'll show you how to gain and retain wealth in crypto. So in today's video we're going to talk about Binance Labs, we're going to talk about the PLASM Network, we're going to talk about Reef, and also we're going to talk a bit about Nigeria. So once again, Nigeria and Binance is in the news again today. We talked about them yesterday, we're also going to talk about them again today. So before we get into the main news of today, we're going to talk about the price action of today. And we see Bitcoin at 46,000, and that's up 7%. We see Ethereum at 1,745, that's up 2%. We see Cardano at 0.68 cents, that's up 0.89. And we see XRP at 0.45 cents, that's up 0.7 cents. That's up 0.70 cents. And we see Polkadot at $22, and that's up 3 cents. We see Binance Coin at 99 cents, that's up 34%. We see Litecoin at $167, that's up 4%. And we see Chainlink at $25, that's up 1.4%. And we see Dogecoin at number 10, and that's at 0.7 cents, down 1%. So let's get into the news of the day. So Binance Lab announces investment in PLASM Network. PLASM Network raised 2.4 million in its latest funding round, led by Binance Labs. Binance Labs announced the first investment from its Polkadot ecosystem fund as the company led the latest 2.4 million funding round of PLASM Network. Binance introduced a 10 million fund in December 2020 to support projects in the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, this is a bullish news for Polkadot, right? This is bullish news also for Binance. And now we see all these big companies in crypto. We see all these big companies are joining alliance, we see them joining partnerships, and that's very good for the crypto space in general, because united we stand, divided we fall, right? And you can't be fighting against each other as well as fighting against the governments all over the world, right? So I believe this is a great thing what Binance is doing. CZ, I talked about CZ in yesterday's video about how he's a revolutionist. He wants to be involved in everything, right? And now we see CZ Binance, which is another blockchain, is investing in the Polkadot ecosystem. So Binance is investing in another blockchain ecosystem, and this will be big for Binance because Binance is bringing more and more awareness to this crypto space. We know that Binance is the biggest centralized exchange in the world right now, and lots of people are flocking into Binance. So when they flock into Binance and see these partnerships and see these funds raising, and this in return will be bullish for the project. Plasma is our first Polkadot accelerator project. We are excited to continue to support the PLASM in becoming the leading smart contract platform in the DOT ecosystem. MRQ, CEO of Longash Ventures, mentioned in our official statement. So they're planning to support this project to make it the biggest, the leading platform in the DOT ecosystem, in the Polkadot ecosystem, right? So for me, this is very, very, very bullish news for Polkadot. This is very bullish news for Binance, and this is even more bullish for the coin itself, which is PLASM Network, right? So just want to highlight this, that Binance is investing in a 10 million fund is set aside to invest in Polkadot's ecosystem, and that's brilliant. That is brilliant. To see another blockchain heavily investing in another blockchain, to me, that shows the quality of that blockchain, which is Polkadot, right? That shows me how valuable Polkadot is and will be in the future for another blockchain to be this invested in its blockchain, right? Now we're going to take a look at the PLASM Network, right? So what is the PLASM Network? PLASM Network is built on parity substrate and designed to be a Polkadot parachain. To become a Polkadot parachain, PLASM needs to win the parachain auction. By locking dots for PLASM, you will earn PLM tokens. So this is the platform. So the PLASM Network hasn't been launched yet, right? So it's in a phase of the ICO or an IDO, or I don't know what they're going to call this, but right now they're calling it the ETH lock, right? The ETH lockup or the ETH lock drop. That's what they're calling it right now. So they're not calling it ICO, they're not calling it IDO, they're calling it the ETH or the PLASM Network lock drop or the ETH lock drop. So what you do, you lock your ETH up, and then you will get the PLM token for locking up the ETH, and then after that you get both back, right? So we see this lockup. The first lockup was at the 3rd of the 15th, the 15th of the 3rd, 2020, at 12, and it ended a month later, right? And then we see the second lockup was at the 31st of the 8th, 2020, and it ended a month after. So right now we're waiting for the third lockup. This will be the last lockup. I didn't get in these two. However, I will be watching this project when it opens for the third lockup, which will last another month, just like these two, right? So the third lockup is very, very important because this is the last one. So I'm ready to get in before this project launch, because I believe this project will be big. So it's a layer 2, right? It's bringing scalability to the Polkadot ecosystem. And also it says that Polkadot Relay Chain doesn't support smart contracts by design. We are building a smart platform to support the Polkadot Relay Chain. They're building a smart platform for the Polkadot ecosystem, for the Polkadot parachain, right? And we know that I think Kusama is also a parachain of the Polkadot system, and it's got its compatibility. It's compatible with the with Ethereum, Solidity, right? And MetaMask. It's an open source. It says that multi-virtual machine scalability smart contract platform, and this is another thing which I believe is bullish. They said that they'll provide a basic income for the developers who make dApps on the PLASM network, which is good. You be paid. All I'm seeing this is that you'll be paid. Well, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys, but what I'm understanding is that you'll be paid for basically making dApps on their network. So it's in the sense of you'll be dedicating your time and effort to developing their ecosystem, and by doing that they'll pay you a basic income. So you'll be paid. It's like you'll be earning a daily wage or a monthly wage or a weekly wage, however they're gonna do the rewards. You'll be earning a wage for making a product, right? So you'll be incentive to make a product on their platform. They call it a basic income, and for me this is very good, because most people, when you're trying to develop trying to make a project, that takes a lot of time, that takes a lot of effort, and that can basically slow down your current job or whatever is your main income. That could slow it down when you invest so many time in the crypto space. So for them to provide a basic income, knowing that developers will spend a lot of time developing projects and dApps on their ecosystem, for me this is only bullish. This is so good. This is so good. I can see lots of people building on their ecosystem just for this alone, just for the basic income. And bear in mind, it's a parachain on Polkadot, so you're basically building so to speak on Polkadot, right? And you'll be paid to build on Polkadot, so to speak. Yes, it says that on-chain governance will be supported, and we will aim to make a DAO. Yes, so they're gonna have governance and more. So this is the ecosystem. So we see the PLASM, we see the Polkadot, we see Interlay, Chainlink, Microsoft, see other ones that I recognize. We see Long Hash Ventures, Paid Network, obviously Akala on the Polkadot ecosystem. We see Reef. We're also going to be talking about Reef in a minute. And we see BML. So we see lots of different companies, big companies that's involved in the PLASM network. And bear in mind, this project hasn't been launched yet, right? So this is the roadmap, and currently on the roadmap. So currently we're here. The PLASM network becomes a Polkadot parachain and supports a variety of applications. So right now we're here, the Polkadot parachain, right? Q2 is the most important phase, where it's going to be it's going to implement Ethereum Bridge and DEX, right? So yeah, I'm very at the moment I'm currently bullish on PLASM. Simple fact that Binance is backing it, right? That's the first thing. Binance is giving this project 2.4 million, right? So Binance is invested in this project, and if we see the ecosystem, we see these big huge companies are involved in the PLASM network. So I believe that this project will do very well in the future. Yeah, I believe this project will do very well, because everything we see built as a parachain, everything we see built on the Polkadot ecosystem is getting a lot of buzz right now, especially parachain, right? We see Kusama is doing very well, very, very well on the Polkadot ecosystem. So yeah, that's it for PLASM Network. So in the next news, we've got Reef. So Reef is basically a DeFi token, right? So what is Reef? Reef is a smart liquidity aggregator and yield engine that enables trading with access to liquidity from both centralized exchange and decentralized exchange, while offering smart lending and borrowing staking mining through AI-driven personalized Reef yield engine. So I'm very, very, very bullish right now, because what we understand with Reef, right? Reef is basically gonna get liquidity from everywhere. It's gonna get liquidity from the centralized exchange like Kraken, Binance, and Coinbase, right? It's gonna get liquidity from there. You're also gonna get liquidity from decentralized exchange like Carbon Network, Uniswap, and Airswap, and then it's gonna provide liquidity for traders, right? It's going to provide liquidity for traders from both markets, from centralized and decentralized. So this is why I'm very, very bullish. Any projects that's trying to that's trying to make partnerships, that's trying to make interoperability, that's trying to make link different fields, different avenues, different systems together, I'm bullish on that. And right now we see Reef is trying to link centralized liquidity and decentralized liquidity, and for me that's a revolutionary thing, right? We know that other projects are aiming to do that, but Reef is one of the main one for me that's going to be big in the future to come. So right now Reef is on my radar right now to invest in, and we can see the big investors. We see bitcoin.com, we see PNYX, we see Masters Ventures, we see Woodstock. So these are a few companies, a few big investors that's already in this project, right? So not financial advice, but take a look on this project. I believe it will be big in the future, and it's on the Polkadot ecosystem. Once again, the Polkadot ecosystem will be massive. It's going to give ETH a run for its money. So Cardano will also come in play later as well, but I believe that the Polkadot ecosystem is going to give ETH ecosystem a run for its money in this bull run. And right now we can see the price of Reef is just 3 cents, right? And the maximum supply is 2.4 billion. We don't know the market cap yet, but and we don't know the circulation supply. So yeah, Reef finance right now is looking very nice. So the all-time high for this project is 5 cents, so it's close to the all-time high, right? So I believe that this project will do very good in this bull run. Very, very, very good. Now on to the next news. You lack the power to regulate cryptocurrencies. Digital rights lawyers drag CBN SEC to court. Following the ban on cryptocurrency by the federal government of Nigeria, the Digital Rights Lawyer Initiative, DRLI, has taken steps to reverse the directive. In achieving this, the group has approached the Federal High Court in Lagos, urging the court to squash the letter prohibiting banks from dealing in cryptocurrencies and closing down of suspected bank accounts. Going further, it asks the court for a perpetual injunction restraining the Apex Bank from regulating and or further regulating virtual currencies, cryptocurrencies in Nigeria. So yeah, we see that some high class, so we see that some lawyers are fighting against the ruling what happened in Nigeria about the ban in crypto, right? The ban on crypto in Nigeria. So for me, this is bullish news, because right now we see lawyers are fighting against the government. Why? Because they see that this is the best avenue, this is a good avenue to make money. The best avenue to make money right now is in cryptocurrency. I don't care what job what job sector you're in. Right now, the best way to make good gains is in crypto. And these guys, they must be in crypto or must have some deep pocket clients in crypto for them to be going after the government, going in the high courts with this kind of level of confidence, right? They must believe they can do some sort of thing. And this was what I was talking about. If the government in Nigeria truly cares about the people, they would allow some people that have experience or of a certain level to continue to trade and teach those who don't understand. But by banning it, you're not clarifying, you're not making money. No one is making money, right? What's happening is that they're trying to keep hold to their power. So that's what they're trying to do. It's not just trying to protect. It's not what they're saying, oh, it's just to protect people. That's not their aim. That's not their main goal, right? It goes on to say a former president aspirant, Adamu Garba, stated that investing in cow business is better than getting involved in cryptocurrency business. In a post shared on Twitter, Twitter page on Friday, the 5th of February, the controversial businessman said that cow business boasts of huge returns on investment. Gaba's tweet has fetched him harsh criticism from Nigerians who have taken to their social media pages to express their views. Man, what is this guy talking about? Now, for me, this sounds like some guy that's in his like hundreds or something, right? Let's talk about some old investment strategies. Now, I don't know, but even so, I have to say that personally, I don't know about the cow business in Nigeria. But however, I know that it's not bigger than the crypto business. If the cow business in Nigeria was as big as the crypto business, it would have been a worldwide adopted business, right? So this guy's talking about cow business. How many cows can you sell? Or because first of all, it's not just you have to get the cow, you have to nurture it, you have to grow it, right? You have to feed it. You have to spend so much money to vets. You have to spend so much money in feeding, unless you don't take it to vets. But then again, there's so many different there's so many different ways in which you have to spend on this cow before you can earn a return, right? This guy's comparing cow business to cryptocurrency, which is the best performing assets of the decade. He's comparing cow business to, man. When I was reading this article, I could not help but smile. Like, this is clearly one of these guys that doesn't understand technology, doesn't understand where the world is going, doesn't understand the future. And people like these are gonna be left behind, right? They're gonna be left with egg on their face. They're gonna be asking their children, "What's going on? I heard about this Bitcoin." Right, 10 years from now, perhaps 10 years from now, they're gonna be talking to their younger family members, asking, "What is crypto? I've heard about this cryptocurrency. What is it?" All right. So these people making these bold statement, right? This was a former president, aspirant of Nigeria, making this bold statement that cow business is better than crypto. Man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So, man, I just want to encourage all my Nigerian subscribers, don't listen to this guy. This guy is talking utter rubbish, right? Just do your research in crypto, and I'm telling you, perhaps the worst performing assets in crypto could still make you more than the cow business. I will say it again. Perhaps the worst project in crypto, some people saying it's ETN. Perhaps ETN will still make you more money than the cow business in this bull run, right? So, guys, thanks for watching my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you turn on your bell notification and click all so you'll be notified if you're a winner of the Ethereum. So catch you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.